Okay guys, Bigrat 310 is going to do Fantasy Raw Part 2, but before I get into that, two things. One, Seth, Survivor Season 7, I'm sorry, I was a douche. We were talking on Skype. I'm not going to say what I said, because frankly it's none of your business for all my subscribers, but I did say, I did think I kind of went over the line, and I'm sorry, Seth. I just want to get that out of the way, and I'm sorry, Jared, for, I think I did something to you. I'm not apologizing to you, Matt Beast, because I did absolutely nothing to you. I'm sure of that. I know I can sometimes get out of line. I was just a little tired and pissed off. I'm sorry for both of you guys. Okay, I was doing some more reading today because my DirecTV is out. So even though I have these 3 ROH DVDs and 3 more to follow, I read one of my books today. Like, I read the whole thing. I have 2 left, and I have an assignment to do for another class. I'm going to do the assignment tonight if I can, because I got no satellite, so I can't watch Raw. I got nothing else to do. So I'm going to do the assignment. And then tomorrow I'm going to read part of the book, because I'm a really slow reader. It took me like 5 or 6 hours to read a 100-page book. That's how I am. So it's going to take me a while to read the other 2, which are 200 pages plus. Hopefully I can get this all done before July 17th. I'm pretty sure I can. That's if I do nothing. Okay, let's get to the Fantasy Raw booking. Okay, so as you know, we still have the tournament for who's gonna fight Shawn Michaels next week on Raw. I mean, not next week on Raw, at the pay-per-view Vengeance. Well, to start off the night, we have Randy Orton versus The Miz in their match, and basically, with Miz tries all his hardest, Randy Orton puts The Miz over. But Randy Orton still lands the RKO to get the 1, 2, 3 for the win victory. Randy Orton is now in the next section of the tournament. So next we have Colt Cabana backstage doing an interview. Yeah, here's the Bear, who's going to be doing all the demonstrations today. Colt Cabana doing an interview, and Ted Dibiase goes, "What happened to you? Why'd you do that?" And Colt goes, "Hey, you brought it upon yourself. You answered the challenge." Notice the nice, insanity character development going on in Colt Cabana right now. Saying, you answered the challenge, it's your own fault. And Ted goes, "I never answered any challenge. I was just trying to get you to realize it's not a big deal you lose, you sick, crazy fuck." You see, because on my show, it's PG-13. Okay, so, Dibiase goes to whack Cabana. But Cabana runs away because he's got a number 1 contendership match against Kenny King. Because apparently Theodore Long, who is my general manager, really liked how Kenny King and... Here comes the bigotry. How Kenny King and Kofi Kingston handled Booker T in their black racist thing last week. Yes, that story will be continued. So Kofi and Kenny flipped the coin backstage, and they said Kenny would get the title shot first. And if Kenny doesn't do it, then Kofi can get the title shot next week. I mean, not title shot, number 1 contendership at Vengeance. So they have their match. Sorry, short throat. Cabana's working great on King. And then Booker T comes out, distracts the referee, while D'Lo Brown low blows Kenny King. And then Umaga comes out of nowhere and beats the living shit out of D'Lo Brown and is throwing him around the ring for no reason. JR and the King are like, why? Why is Umaga doing this? Then Umaga throws D'Lo to the outside. I mean, inside. Back into the locker rooms is what I mean. So then Cabana goes for the pin, the 1, the 2. Ted Dibiase comes out, pulls out the ref. Then Ted Dibiase goes in. Colt Cabana goes for the punch. He blocks it, and he hits the Dream Street on Cabana. And then Kenny King picks up Cabana and does the coronation, which his coronation move is, he lifts you up like this and flats you on your face, kind of like an inverted F5. And he gets the 1, 2, 3. Kenny King won his number 1 contendership shot. You see Kofi Kingston clap for him. And then all of a sudden, hold on, I'm debating whether to do this or not. Nah, I shouldn't. Okay, so then now we know it's Colt Cabana versus Kenny King at Vengeance for the U.S. title, but that might change. Okay, so then we have, in an unusual tag team, the Bellas versus versus Gail Kim and Angelina Love. Gail Kim says, I don't like you. You don't like me. There's not many other divas on this show. Mickie James is injured, so you know what? You're going to be my partner, okay? Just don't get in my way. Because, Gail Kim's still upset about what the Bellas did last week when they beat her up because she helped them beat Beth Phoenix and Angelina Love. And the Bellas thought that was their only chance to show they're not eye candy. And Gail Kim ruined it for them. So in the match, eventually, the Bellas... the Bellas are working them over. And then Gail Kim gets the win. She leaves the ring. But both the Bellas are down. And Beth Phoenix comes out and beats them up. And then Jillian Hall comes out and helps them beat them up. And then Mickie James, out of nowhere, her triumphant return. So Mickie James comes down and, fights off 3 women. And she celebrates with the Bellas in the ring while Gail Kim looks on from the entranceway. And the King goes, what side is Gail Kim on? What side is Gail Kim on? And then we get an interview from Matt Hardy in the ring. He says, John Cena beat me last week. And I'm tired of being everyone's little pushover. Everyone thinks when Matt are you going to finally win the big one. And it has never happened for me. And it's because of guys backstage who won't give up their spot in a complete kayfabe. I mean, not kayfabe, shoot. In front of everyone. I mean, not in front of... Okay, let's change it. Because the guys backstage keep hogging all the glory. Once a new one of them comes in, I lose my spot down the ladder. A la Robert Roode, TNA 2007, when Booker T joined. So, sorry, I have a really bad sore throat. So, Matt Hardy just stays backstage. And X-Pac goes out for his match against Eric Young. And then Matt Hardy comes in, low blows X-Pac, gives him the twist of fate, and Eric Young gets the win with whatever finisher he's going by these days. I want to say DVD. And Matt gets on the mic and said, it's you, X-Pac. It's guys like you. You were gone from wrestling for years. Why do you come back to this company all of a sudden and all you do is push down my spot down the ladder? So now I'm pushing your spot down the ladder. You will never win another match as long as I'm here on Raw. Yeah, pretty personal for a first time, meeting. But that's how I roll. Okay, then King Booker is backstage. And they ask him what are his thoughts of Kenny King getting the normal contendership. And not King Booker, Booker T says, Black power is not fair in this industry. Kenny King won as a black man because of interference. And Kenny King would have lost if it wasn't for help from the white man. And Todd Grisham, or whoever my interview is, I don't even fucking know, says, but Booker T, you're the one who interfered in the match. You're the one who would have cost Kenny King. Kenny King looked like he was going to win that match. Why, white man? Are you accusing me of something? Brother, you should learn not to mess with the Booker. And I'm going to teach all black people on this show. Unless they're willing to join with me, I'm going to teach them a very hard-fought lesson. Say it proud. And Booker T leaves. Wow, I'm such a fucking racist. And then Kofi Kingston gets ready for his match. Has his match with Kofi Kingston and Orlando Jordan versus Primo and Carlito. And Team 3D come out. And they give Carlito and Primo a 3D for taking their titles. And right now, Team 3D. And then Kofi Kingston goes for the win. But, he's crawling on his knees. Come on, Mr. Bear, like this. Like on his knees. Kind of like on his knees, crawling. And Booker T comes out of nowhere and does a low-grade scissors kick. I know it's kind of from a short distance, but still, knees to the ground. Kenny King falls. He puts Primo on Kofi Kingston. He gets the 1, 2, 3. And Primo and Carlito leave, still tag team champions, even though that match wasn't for the tag team titles. And Booker T says, Black man! And now you know. And then Kenny King comes down and chases Booker T out of the ring. And Kenny says, I don't give 3 shits if I got a championship match with Vengeance. I want you at Vengeance. Because, Booker T hit Kofi with a chair, if I forgot to say that. And Booker T says, you want me? It's going to have to be in a single match, brother. And he says, you know what? How about this? A triple threat match for the United States Championship at Vengeance. I know what you're thinking. How is Booker T related to the U.S. title? Just give me a Raw to help that out for you. And then Booker T says, "Fine, I will become the king of the United States." And then backstage, we see that Mike Quackenbush, John Cena, and Randy Orton have been beaten to a bloody pulp. All three of them. Like, it's kind of like how it was in 2007 where Randy Orton, Edge, and HBK were all injured backstage. Well, all three of them were injured backstage. I think I forgot to say that. Damn, Mike Quackenbush at the beginning, John Cena in the middle, and Randy Orton at the end. And now Batista goes out for his match with MVP for the tournament. MVP looks like he has to win, but Batista uses a chair. Then he low blows MVP. Batista bomb. Shawn Michaels comes down and says, "I know it was you, Batista. You took out those three guys." And Batista goes, "You're damn right it was me. I told you I will do anything to get my title shot." And HBK goes, "Well, you know what? You pissed me off enough. Next week, it's going to be me and you one-on-one for the WWE Championship." I'm out.